All right, so today is December 27th of 2023, and the news of the day is a prop came in. Looks okay. Looks like it was packaged well enough. The box that it came in took a little bit of a beating, but it was double boxed, so that was good. Looks like I got a little polishing to do, though. I wonder if this here was balancing. You can see where looks like they ground a little bit on it here. I'm a little, and here they didn't, so they must have been balancing the prop, but I'm a little surprised they didn't polish that. But I guess that's supposed to be my job, huh? But 24 by 17, which is what I ordered. And Buck, again, they just don't really put much effort into their boxes. Again, a really flimsy box for what we're doing here. But this is my adapter to go between the engine and the thrust bearing in the shaft. So yeah, that's all good. We'll have to see if that fits. Make sure it fits on my thrust bearing there. But yeah, there's the prop, which is it going to be too small? I'm afraid so. But we'll find out. We won't know that for a couple of years. But yeah. In the shaft, I got notified by the shipping company, the trucking company that was handling the shaft. The shaft is going to be at the shippers today or tonight when the truck comes in. And they were going to deliver it tomorrow. But I told them, we had this storm came through over Christmas, hit the Midwest. We didn't get a lot of snow, but we got ice and a lot of rain. So it's really messy out there. So I told them I was just going to drive to the trucking company's location and pick up the shaft there. So I'll do that tomorrow. So we got the prop, the shaft will be here tomorrow, and we got the adapter. That's all good. In other work that we've been doing, I got the last piece put on just this morning here, and you can see it there. And if you also notice right there in that corner, it's too high right there. Yeah, I cut to the wrong line, which is no big deal. I can just cut that off once the glue is all set up there. But anyway, so yeah, so we're done here now, and I've been working on prepping the bottom surface here to start putting plywood on under here. And I've got this all sanded and ready to go. Well, I need to paint it, I guess, with the copper naphthenate yet, but other than that, it's ready to go for the first sheet to get up and put on here. And I did a little more screw hole filling under here, but I'm going to have to. Got a lot of sanding to do on all these yet, and I think I'm going to wait with doing that until I start putting sheets of plywood where I need to, so I don't have to. And I said that about this surface on the boat too. I wasn't going to sand and plane and get the whole side ready to go at one time because it was too big a job, and I did that anyway. And I'm not going to do it here now. I'm not. I promise. This is more difficult, and I know it's at ground level, so it's easier in that respect, but working on a vertical surface is a lot easier than sanding overhead. Sanding overhead is not fun, so I'm just going to do this, you know, ahead of when I'm putting sheets of plywood on here. I'll sand that and get it ready to go as I'm getting these sheets done or prepped, so it's not such a big job all at once. But yeah, this turned out all right. And again, I used epoxy and thickened epoxy all the way along the stem there. Give it a little more reinforcing and a little better chance of not having water intrusion there. Of course, up that high, it's not going to have. Shouldn't have to worry about it too much anyway. But anyway, we're going to do that on the bottom here too. Then. And I don't know if I'll do the chine that way or not. I don't know, we'll see. But that's another possibility. So I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to grab this adapter and go up in the boat and make sure that it fits the thrust bearing and that we're all good to go there. I did notice we got a pin that goes through the shaft. Boy, I don't know about trying to drill that shaft out myself. Probably should have asked them to do that at the... Maybe they did. You never know. Looks like it's been faced, so maybe they drilled that shaft out for that pin. My guess would be probably not, though. So yeah, we might have to buy some super fancy special drill bits to drill through that 2-inch shaft. Eesh, yeah. Anyway, so that's where we are today. Yeah. Got this face of the boat done. You know, I've been did a little math. It took me 2.5 months to do this. And if it takes me 2.5 months to do all these other surfaces, which are, you know, pretty similar in size, that's another 7.5 months now before I have the plywood on, which is going to put me, you know, late into the summer or well into the summer. So, yeah, when spring rolls around, I generally get a little more ambitious and get more done when the weather is nice. You know, when you're talking 60s and 70s, I tend to be a little peppier and a little more motivated to get more done. So that might help, might speed things up a little bit. And then, of course, when you get into, you know, July and August, it slows down again because of the heat and humidity. But we'll see. But I'm not expecting to have the plywood on until late summer, midsummer to late summer probably. And yeah, we'll go from there, and then we'll start working on getting the deck on it. And so yeah, I'm sure it's not going to be moved out of the shed this year anymore. But that'll give me the winter then to work on the interior and get things, you know, polished in there just a little more. Take my time. Yeah, so it'll be a year after next before it probably hits the water. But yeah, if we're talking a couple years yet, yeah, so be it. But anyway, so good news. Yeah, it was the day after I shot the video last week. The next day, I got notification that this stuff had shipped. So yeah, my concerns were not warranted. So we're good to go. All right, that'll be it for today.